All right, guys, we are here with the man, the myth, the legend, Alain Lagace of BMC Studios. Is that right?
Well, there's no S, but everyone says studios for no reason. But
What does BMC stand for, and what does it mean?
branche-moi ça. It's in French. It's actually the name of my old YouTube channel. And when I made a game, I was like, nobody's going to be able to say that in English, so I'm just going to say BMC.
Yeah, yeah.
And like the first B is capital, and the rest is minuscule because in French that's how it works.
Oh, really? I didn't like for
Well,
an initialism.
and not for initialism, but I was 15, so I didn't know. But like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it's mostly that in the movie title, there's going to be a capital letter, and the rest is going to be minuscule in French.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So technically, that's how it would work. But since like I didn't care, and now that's how it's written, and everyone still puts everything in capital, but that's not. It's BMC Studio and no S because I didn't know it was supposed to have S. So that's just how it works, and like that's going to be it. And there's technically another BMC Studio, and it's Air Salon or something like that.
Okay.
But it was like when you were going to write BMC Studio before me, it was the top result, and because
Yeah.
of me, it's like in page 20. And like I can't imagine those people how much they must be annoyed about me because
Oh, man.
if someone writes their air salon, they just see pictures of me like dabbing and stuff like that. So it's amazing.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
But yeah, like no, it's not in the top page and it's not in Google Image either. You need to like type BMC Studios Air Salon to get them. So
Yeah,
it must
yeah.
be really annoying for those people. Like I'm sorry, but I didn't know there was someone else named BMC Studio when I made my first game when I was 15. So I barely
Oh,
knew how
yeah,
to
yeah.
speak English anyway. So like,
How did the whole like making games start?
Team Letter One was an English project.
Hmm.
It was like we filmed ourselves for the class.
Mm-hmm.
We okay. Well, first it was supposed to be about going in a camp, a summer camp.
Yeah.
So I asked the teacher if it could be just a camp. She said, yeah. So I did a construction camp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's still kind of about it. So I did that, and my friend and I recorded ourselves at the school for no reason,
Mm,
and we got like 90% or something like that. We were the school thingy lasted 30 minutes in front of
mm.
the class. It was supposed to be 2 minutes. So
Oh man, that's funny.
and the teacher was really impressed. Like I know it seems shitty, Kim Letter One, but when you consider that the class barely knew how to speak English and like
Mm.
did like a 2 minutes of hello, how are you? I'm good, you nice. Like it's way better. So that's what we did, and then I decided to like make a stupid game around it,
Yeah.
and I've put it on Greenlight for no reason. And then
Mm.
a bunch of YouTubers started talking about it, and it got traction, and it got Greenlight.
Yeah.
So that's the
Uh,
story of BMC Studio.
are your sort of like point and click adventures, are they inspired by anything? Was it just a unique idea you had, or is it supposed to be like Myst or Riven or anything like that?
Well, I guess I kind of like the 3DO, you know the 3DO. And games like Clubber and War Ties are kind of epic, so that's
Mm.
kind of it. But at the same time, I'm shit at making games. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's easy to do. So, like Simulator 2 is really a long game. I think it's my longest game, my longest story game, because now if you count each drinking glass of water, it's like 6 hours or something like
Mm.
that. So, Simulator 2 is the longest one. If you just do one playthrough, I think it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of endings in Simulator 2,
Yeah,
like.
there it's funny like just how many paths there are, and yeah.
Yeah, that game took like 2 weeks to film, and normally my games take one day to film. So like,
So, as far as your new project is concerned, you're not worried at all about water intoxication?
well, I mean, I'm drinking like 10 glasses of water every day, so it's not like.
Oh, so just your normal amount.
I mean, people were kind of stupid because they thought I would drink the glasses live when someone bought the game,
Yeah,
and that would be dangerous. But I'm just filming myself every day drinking 10 glasses of water and adding it to the game. So like, I'm
yeah,
going to drink all of the glasses, but I'm not going to drink them all at once because that would be totally stupid.
yeah, totally.
So like, there's really literally no danger about me being annoyed of recording myself every day.
Mm.
So since today I slept all day, I didn't record myself drinking water. So I know like it's awful, but it's the first day I skipped, so I think it's fine.
um, are you aware of John Drinks Water at all? That YouTube channel?
No.
No. Okay. It's just a guy for years and years. He would drink 1 glass of water a day, and his videos would he'd upload thousands of videos, and some of them even today still say like no views. Like
Wow.
if you go on his YouTube channel. So I was just curious where the inspiration from the water came from, and
Well, okay, it's kind of sad because I've kind of improved my games a lot. Like
mm,
I feel like my newer game, like a wild time traveling called Dancing, is kind of good. I think it's my most good, not ironically good game,
right, right.
and it sold like 10 copies. So I was like, every time I make something shit, it sells well, and every time I make something that I care about, it sells really poorly.
Yeah.
So let me just drink water and see how it goes. And then it was on Twitter, like everyone was talking about it, and
Oh
like
yeah.
there's a few articles, and like, well, okay, I'm just going to drink water, I guess.
That's funny. Um, do you know who Ceiling Cat is on Steam? Have you heard of Ceiling Cat?
No.
No. Oh, I was just curious if you knew him because he has 30+ hours logged into each sale. I drink a glass of water.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are in my friend list that have like done. I know that it sounds weird, but when someone does a positive reviews or something like that, that I think it's funny, I often add them to my friend list.
Oh
And
yeah.
then articles come out that only my friends give positive reviews, and I'm like, I don't know those people. I just think they're cool. So like, I don't know, like, and often people that like my game add me in my friend list, but that's not because they're my friends that they're giving. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like I know in the beginning there was a lot of people saying only my friends gave positive reviews, but it's just because I'm adding those people.
yeah.
So
If you're
like,
friends with everybody.
so I don't refuse a friend request. So you can't say that it's because of them. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
No,
In my head it makes sense, but
I get what you're saying for sure. What do you think of Jim Sterling's video? It's from 2016, so it's a little
yeah, I
old.
know.
Um,
Uh,
what do you think of his video talking about your trailers?
the trailer reaction video
Yeah.
because there's like three of them. There's a Simulator one, the Quest Kim Jong-un Simulator. There's Watch Doge and a bunch of trailers, and after that made a video on Simulator. And there's like another video that he spoke about me in it,
I,
about
I
Troll Army or something like that. I don't know.
the one I saw, he reviews 7 of your trailers, and
Okay, yeah, that's the
yeah,
third video we made about me.
yeah. What
It's fine, I guess.
it doesn't bother you at all. You're
Well, I mean, my ego is kind of huge about people talking about me. Like
yeah.
you asking me to interview me boosts my ego. So like,
And then you go to my YouTube channel and it's like 39 subscribers.
yeah, I mean, why not? I don't care. It's just like just
Oh
the
man.
fact that someone actually wants to interview me boosts my ego. Like I
Yeah.
was in PC Gamer magazine in 2017 or something like that. Yeah, and like every time, even if it's shit, it boosts my ego. So like,
How can you not let that go to your head? That would be amazing.
I mean, I'm already happy. Like, why not?
Yeah, exactly. In The reason I brought up that one in particular was because in the description he describes BMC Studio as one of the most prolific shit peddlers on Steam Greenlight.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a compliment. So, but I mean,
Yeah,
my games are more unique than most games. Like, I mean, there's a lot of games that have literally no effort that are just like asset flips of someone buys something pre-made and just resell them. But there's actually people that like my stuff and they like my sense of humor and they enjoy it. So I don't think it's shit totally because some people are enjoying it.
yeah, yeah,
So like it's not total garbage because there's actually people that are fan of me and they think it's funny and they just like
yeah.
it's a joke that people enjoy. So it's not like, and some people call my game a scam for some reason, which is totally stupid.
Well, I was actually curious about this. Now that you mentioned the scam, I think you touch on this briefly in each sale. I drink a glass of water. It got removed from Steam, but now you include a game inside of it.
Okay, well, at Steam there's like three people that like me and three people that don't like me that review games.
Okay.
So when you send a game for review, they look at the store page, they look at the game, they approve it or they don't approve it. And when they don't approve it, normally they say fix that, and you can post it again.
Okay.
And there's like 3 or 2 people that really don't like me, and every time it's them reviewing my stuff, they say you need to improve on a bunch of stuff. Like, and when there's the other people, they're like, it's fine, I don't care. So,
Oh, well, that's
so like I was approved by one of those people, but then my first version of each drinking glass of water didn't have any gameplay. It was just videos of me drinking water.
mm,
So like they approved it, but then it was on the main storefront in the new popular release, each shall drink a glass of water with me drinking water. It was like in the front of the store page in the new releases. And there was 5,000 wish list or something like that. Like it was crazy. It was my game that was the most popular. And then it got removed. So I feel like someone at Steam was like, no, it's not going to be in the front of the store page. There's not going to be someone drinking water. Like when you open Steam in big,
yeah,
just someone making fun of like
the whole
it,
idea of a game in general.
it's not going to happen. So they removed it, saying that there wasn't enough gameplay. But normally, what they would do is not remove the game. They would say you need to add this. They won't remove it. They're just going to say add this if you want it to continue. You have like 3 days to do it.
Mm,
They're not going to just remove it and ban it. But that's what they did with me.
mm.
So and then they removed all my other games until like a bunch of my fans and me went on Twitter and said like fuck you. So they got everything back except the water drinking game.
Gotcha.
So I got one of my friend that works with me to make actual game because he know how to do that. Like he's in US where he talk a bit. So there's one of his game that like he did for cell phones. It's Jetpacking E. So I basically just took that game, put it inside the files of each drinking glass of water, and like boom, there's gameplay. So shut up.
It's funny you say that because I hunted through every like menu or clickable item to like see what you're talking about for this game thing, and so do I have to go into the file structure and
Well, no. Well, if you launch the game from your desktop, you're not going to see it.
mm, mm,
You need to launch the game from Steam, and then you have 2 options, like 2 exe that you can choose. When you're on Steam on your library, you press each shall drink a glass of water. You press play. There's there each shall drink a glass of water, and then there's bonus game. It's bonus.
oh, gotcha. When I see those dialogue boxes, I just click through them. So
I mean, that's the reason why I have put it there because nobody is going to play it. There's 2 screenshots on the store page at the end. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I mean, people that buy this game knows it's not a game. It's written all over it, but there's a bonus game, so it's gameplay. Like, but in each shell, I don't know if you saw the store page. Each shell I blow a balloon. It's my upcoming game.
Yeah.
There's gameplay inside of the game. So
Gotcha.
there's me with cups, and I've put a balloon under it, and I mix them, and you need to guess in what cup it is.
This guy, man, you're solving problems in like with 2035 logic.
So that's what I call true gameplay, and there's like 3 mini game of it. I might add other stuff. Why not? Like, and now they can't say it's not gameplay, and they've approved it. And it's written in big in the menu. There's gameplay, and you need to click on it. And on the corner, it's written this is gameplay. So.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, give me the 5-second elevator pitch for Dabman and Dabwoman.
I think that man was made in 2016 or something like that, or 28. Well, when the meme of Typods was popular.
Yeah.
And I thought that like it's like in Spider-Man when he gets bitten by a spider, he eats a Typod and becomes like a superhero. It's really cringe and it's really bad, but that's one of the games that really was popular and people kind of like non-ironically, but it's bad, but they like it like for the story and stuff like that. And I think it's one of my best games in a way.
And then to be sort of like forward thinking and very 2020 minded, you created Dabwoman.
Of course. Well, actually, it's because the guy playing Dabman had the girlfriend at the time. It's not his girlfriend anymore, which is the one playing Dabwoman.
Oh, okay.
And she said she wanted a game about her, and she said like, "I'm not going to be in your games anymore if you don't do a game about me." So I did a game about her.
Oh man, you not only do you make awesome games, but you give back, right? So.
of course. I mean, like, and after the game, she started hating me because she realized that I didn't pay them. But like, it was like obvious from the front. I always told them that I paid them like supper and I got them like a restaurant.
Yeah.
But like, I make money, but I don't make enough money to pay everyone in my game. Like,
Yeah.
I make almost enough money to have a job. So like, I can't actually pay the actors that just I'm behind the camera with a script and they try to read it. Like I can't. It's mostly a day of hanging out with my friends more than
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah. I
and they
mean,
like it. So why not? It's just that when she realized that I was really making money, she was pissed, and she like that's when my friends started to not be in my games anymore
mm,
because she like turned them against me.
oh,
I guess she didn't like the fact that I made money with my games that I was selling, and she knew I was selling them. So
yeah. I mean, I get both sides of it, but at the same time, if you're just hanging out and I don't know, it's
I mean, it's not work. I never told them to. I never forced them to be in my games. They wanted to be in them. I never
yeah,
like. I just asked them if they wanted to be in it. They said yes. It's like when you make a YouTube video with your friends or something like that. It's the
yeah.
same thing. Like it's not actually effort or anything like that. So
What is probably the most severe personal attack or heat that you've gotten online from any of this, if at all?
yeah, there's a really big one when I was 15 or 16. I don't really know.
Hmm.
Uh, the people in the group are starting to get better, but I don't know if you know Digital Homicide, the game developer.
Sure.
They made the Slaughtering Ground.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Well, they are my friends in a way because
Mm,
when I started making games on Greenlight, I started talking with them, and they
mm,
helped me to know how to make games and stuff like that. So I know a lot of people like them, but they're actually good people. Like they were annoyed of all the hate they got, and because I was friend with them, I got a lot of shit too.
oh.
And someone doxed my address from like they were suing like Steam users.
Uh,
Like Jim Sterling made a whole thing about it. He was
yeah,
suing Jim
yeah,
Sterling.
yeah,
And he
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
suing
yeah, yeah.
the Steam users that he was suing were not that innocent. They
Oh,
are the one
okay.
that doxed my address and they doxed his address too.
Really?
That's why he was suing them. It's not for the bad reviews because they were doxing his address. They were a group of people actively looking to where he was living, looking to his family, looking to stuff like that, and they were doing the same thing to me too.
'Cause Jim Sterling was not kind to him in that video.
I know, and
So,
like I feel like he's not telling everything because I was like with him and I know what like I didn't get as much shit as him, but he was getting a lot of shit and it is the negative review were annoying him and I don't think he had like a good sense of humor and it wasn't able to deflect it.
hmm,
But I can understand why he was annoyed of people doxing his address and stuff like that because
hmm.
when it happened to me I was scared as shit.
Oh
So
yeah.
like when you see in a Steam group people saying your address and where you live and what city you're in and what school you go and telling we need to send letters to his school to get his spell and stuff like that, it's like it's not nice.
Yeah, that's not cool at
So
all. I mean,
so
be mad that you spent $3, but you don't need to send people to a school.
so like it was they were sending letters to my school. They were saying my address. They were doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like when I was 15, I was really scared. So this guy helped me to be less scared. And at first, I was even going to be in the lawsuit for the Steam user because he was saying that like I was an example of them doing that to a kid, which is even worse than doing it to him.
Mm.
So like I was going to be with him, but then it went all to shit. And I don't think people know the real story. I don't think even Steam knows the real story of why he was doing it.
Mm.
Because I feel if people knew that they were doxing his address and doing stuff like that, they would feel like bad for him because he lost his business and he lost everything because of that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think suing Jim Sterling is a good idea because we're just making videos about him. Who cares? But the people that were doxing his address and stuff like that, I feel like it's reasonable. I don't know if you think so, but like
It's hard to walk that line between making good YouTube comment and also keeping your fan base under control, if that's even possible. Like
no, like
you want to be reckless and irresponsible, right?
I know, I agree that it's not the responsibility of Jim Sterling, and I don't think suing him was a good idea. But I
Mm.
think going against the people that were actually doxing him is a good idea. And I think Jim Sterling
Mm.
defending those people wasn't a good idea.
Mm.
Like, if he said to those people, stop, it's stupid, or something like that, like, I think would be a good idea
Mm.
in a way. So just because in this video, he's always deflecting that like it wasn't happening. But I know it was happening. I got doxed by those people. So, like,
That's crazy.
and I kind of like Jim Sterling videos in a way. Like I watched him, I subscribed to him, so like I have nothing against him. I just think him and Digital Homicide didn't do stuff well. They didn't
Yeah.
take their responsibility. I wouldn't be suing those people if it was me.
Mm.
And I'm almost friend with them now
Yeah.
because I'm able to like take my enemies and since I'm nice, I transform them into my friends in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of videos on YouTube of people bashing me. I went on their comments and said their video was funny and stuff like that because I actually like videos about me. And
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
people transformed into my friends because like I'm not annoyed. I don't care. Like just don't release my address to public and I'm going to be fine. Like
What do you think's the biggest contributor to your positive reviews on Steam? Because your reviews on Steam are quite positive.
it's because I'm perfect.
I'm
I
happy
mean,
with that.
people enjoy my games and there's a Discord group where people post memes about me and they like just have fun. And
You're
all those people probably going to buy my game and they think it's funny to give a positive review because they actually enjoy it. Like I know it's stupid, but they actually think it's funny and they want to encourage me to do more stuff.
mm. Yeah, your
Yeah.
Discord group is awesome. They're so friendly.
So yeah, like there's a bunch of nice people and they like my game, so they're just going to like buy them and say they're nice because they want to encourage me. So like
Hmm.
yeah, I guess I just have a nice fan base. So it's like when you have a YouTube channel and there's a bunch of comments saying your game is nice. The
Hmm.
reviews are kind of my comments in a way.
Mm. Yeah, funny the nice little community. Like that's the one thing I'm always envious of. Like people can have good content or bad content or games or whatever, but like when you actually generate a community that's like not toxic and I don't know, it's nice.
And when you look at my games, you wouldn't think my community wouldn't be toxic, but like,
This is my last question I have written down. Maybe we can riff a couple, but so with Jacuzware, I think you are actually onto something. Like there's like a real game in there, and
yeah,
I like the little pre-stories. I like the mini games. I like the fact that it's multiplayer. Do you have plans to do anything like that in the future? I mean,
well, I mean, you're going to see why I made each other drink a glass of water. So,
oh,
and, I mean, like, the game was made by the guy that made well, not the game, but like the gameplay parts of the game was made by the guy that made the bonus game in each other drink a glass of water.
mm.
That's like my game developer making the actual games for me. So basically, we were going. I don't know if you played the original Jacuz.
Is it not inside that game?
Yeah, it's inside that game, but like
Because
it's the version with only cutscenes,
yeah,
basically.
I played all four. What
Okay.
all? Yeah.
So there's the original game that came out in 2019, I think.
Mm.
And there's Dan TDM that played it, and a bunch of kids really liked it. Like it's mostly kids that buy Jacuz.
Mm.
So my fans didn't even like it that much because it wasn't like edgy enough, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like too kid friendly. So but I mean, there's people that enjoy it. It's just not my type of game. When you play it and you play the rest of my games, it doesn't fit.
Hmm.
So basically, I made Jacuzware thinking that the kids would buy it, or they would ask their parents to buy it, or something like that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I was like, Jacuz is my most well-received game, like non-ironically, like that people
Mm.
actually play for real. So I thought that making an actual game on it, people would enjoy it. And it sold at least 20 copies. Like
Mm.
that's it. Just 20 copies of a game that we worked really hard on.
Mm.
And then you look at each shared with a glass of water, I think it sold 500 copies. So like why would we work like months and months on something if I just drink water
Yeah.
instead?
Yeah. No doubt.
Because like I know it might sound weird, but it's actually my job to make those games.
Mm.
And when I make like $2 a day, I can't live.
Yeah.
So what I plan to do is make a bunch of crappy game like each year drinking a glass of water, each year blow a balloon, each year and $2 richer, and other stupidity that I have. And I don't want to say my other already because they're original and nobody has done them before. So I want to be the first. And like doing those things, they can actually finance a good game that I'm going to make. Because if I just make good games, I'm going to run out of business soon. I was going to run out of business, and then I made Sonic the Hot Dog, the movie, the game 2.1 Electric Boogaloo,
Yeah, yeah.
and that game kind of sold well too. So like
Yeah.
when I make something stupid and bad, it sells well. So I need a balance of making stupid stuff and good stuff.
Mm.
But right now I'm out of budget. I bought a new camera. It was like $1,200 a new
Oh,
camera or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So I literally took all the money of each drinking glass of water and bought a camera with it. So, because my old camera was from 2013,
Mm.
which is like you can see it's bad.
The quality's going up in future games then.
Yeah, but the file size too. So I don't know if what's going to be
Mm.
better because like each drinking glass of water since I bought the camera, it's 5 gigs update every week. So, and the game is like 25 gigs now of me drinking water.
Mm.
But I mean, it's 6 hours too of videos, but like at the end of the year, it's going to be way too much. So
Yeah.
I might be the largest game on Steam by the end of the year. So,
Yeah, maybe. Awesome, man. Well, thanks so much for sitting down with me and going through all that.
all right, so I hope your video is probably going to do well. Not about my ego, but other people that did interview with me. It's like their most viewed video. So
Yeah, well, one of my videos has 20 views, so I think
and when you do it, you can even post it on my Discord. I'm going to add it.
What's your business?
My name is